So today's topic is about bacteria, and bacteria is practically everywhere, so we might as well know something about it, right? Let's go right into this video. Biobliss. So this week's topic is on bacteria, and sorry it's been a while, but let's just go on with the topic. So this is a review of prokaryotes and eukaryotes, and remember how we first talked about prokaryotes and eukaryotes, which were different types of cells, right? So prokaryote cells are cells that do not have a nucleus or other membrane-bound organelles, meaning it lacks mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, and many other organelles. So here's a picture of a prokaryote, and as you can see, it doesn't even have a nucleus. It's just strands of DNA here. While a eukaryote is a cell that contains an organized nucleus and other membrane-bound organelles. So it does have a mitochondria, it does have an ER, Golgi bodies, and etc. So as you can see, just looking at those pictures, you can definitely tell that this is much more complex than this is. And you can also see the nucleus, and this just has strands of DNA and ribosomes. So on our topic of bacteria, all bacteria are prokaryotes. So we're going to be focusing on this area first. So let's go into the history of bacteria. In 1684, the Dutchman Anton van Leeuwenhoek made a number of very simplifying magnifying instruments. These were the earliest versions of modern light telescopes. These were magical lenses, and he examined these number of different types of biological specimens, such as pond water, blood, and the scrapings of his own teeth. As a result, he saw organisms we now call bacteria, but at his time, he didn't really give a name to them. He just made careful drawings in his notebook. So Van Leeuwenhoek is credited with being the first person to see bacteria. And this is probably like an instrument he might have used in his day. And this is how he looked like. So bacteria reproduction. Like I said, bacteria are prokaryote cells. So they reproduce through binary fission, which is one of the methods of cell reproduction other than meiosis and mitosis. So binary fission, unlike the other two, are a form of asexual reproduction, meaning you only need one parent to reproduce. In this case, you need one parent cell and then you make two daughter cells. So under optimal conditions, bacteria can grow and divide extremely rapidly, and bacterial populations can double very quickly. So asexual reproduction and binary fission allows bacteria to reproduce very rapidly. So here are three different shapes of bacteria. Scientists classify bacteria by their external shapes, so how they look like from the outside. So we have spiral-shaped, rod-shaped, and round-shaped. So spirilla are spiral, and they occur in single strands, and this is how they might look like, kind of like a spiral. And then we have rod-shaped, which are just like long rods, kind of, and they're called bacilli, and they occur in single or in chains. And then we have round-shaped, which are cocci, and they occur singly in pairs, chains, or clusters according to this. They look kind of like spheres in a sense, round-shaped. Okay, so now archaea versus eubacteria. So archaeobacteria, eubacteria. These are the two classifications of bacteria. So going on with archaeobacteria, these are bacteria in the kingdom that exhibit unusual characteristics, or are anaerobes, meaning they're unable to survive in an environment of oxygen, anaerobic basically. And rather, they live in harsh conditions like stagnant marsh water, salt lakes and ponds, and boiling hot springs. So they live in harsh conditions. That's what archaeobacteria are. While eubacteria are referred to true bacteria and make up a large number of subgroups of bacteria. So basically, all bacteria excluding the archaeobacteria. And these bacteria live under less harsh conditions than archaeobacteria, which is the difference between these two classifications. So now the importance of bacteria. So bacteria can be pathogens, which are organisms that cause disease. And contrary to the popular belief, many species of bacteria are very helpful and beneficial to humans. But the question is how? Bacteria can be good because it can help digest food inside your body. Because we know that bacteria can live everywhere, right? So they can also live in your intestines. They also help make fermented foods and yogurt. And they're also help to make certain drugs that are used in medicine, including playing an important role in decomposing sewage waste and oil spills. So they can help with plants, and they can help decompose organic matter, break down food in the digestive system, and make fermented foods too. So they're really helpful too. They're not only causing disease. Quiz time! Number 1, true or false? Bacteria are prokaryotic. The answer is true. They are prokaryotic. They're prokaryotes, and eukaryotes are much more complex than bacteria. Number 2, which of the following is not an external shape of bacteria? So there are 3 external different shapes. Which of them are not one of them? The answer is D, tetragony. I don't even know what that is, but the 3 shapes of bacteria are spirilla, cocci, and bacilla. Number 3, what are the 2 kingdoms of classifying bacteria? The answer is archaeobacteria and eubacteria. Remember, archaeobacteria, they live in very, very harsh environments and they're anaerobes, meaning they don't need oxygen to survive, while eubacteria is every bacteria excluding archaeobacteria. Number 4, Blank is credited with being the first person to see bacteria. This is a person's name, of course. The answer is Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Number 5, bacteria reproduce through blank reproduction called blank. So what type of reproduction and what is the name of that? So the answer is they reproduce through asexual reproduction, meaning only one parent needs in order to reproduce, and it's called binary fission. Number 6, what is the general term used for organisms that cause disease? Now, all of the following do cause disease, but what's the general term used? The answer is B, pathogens. Yes, a virus and bacteria can cause disease, and microbes are microorganisms that cause disease, but pathogens are the general term used to describe that. And lastly, number 7, true or false? Bacteria are only harmful to human/organisms. That's false, because bacteria can also be beneficial and helpful, like we learned how it can help digest our acids in our intestines, and it can help ferment foods like yogurt. So with that being said, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!